Thank you, quality module. Oh, I could just do it right here. Give me chem plant. Give me 2 and 2. Copy requests to here. Hook you up. Chem plant stack to 10. So I need you to make 10 times 40 of these. And then I need to make refineries. Also, I need you to have a filter. And you. Do you have everything you need for oil refineries? Yep. We make all that. Set a condition on you. Do not use filters. Instead, disable you, oil refinery. These stack to 10 as well. I promise you, for how many refineries we're going to need to scale Vulcanus, having that many in storage is not going to be a bad thing. And in fact, it may end up being necessary. We gotta go out into the fields again and get more tungsten. It's getting to the point where I should really just try and kill the Demolisher. And then set up a mine on its body. But I don't have big drills automated yet. So I kinda don't want to. Because even if I did kill it, I don't have anything to mine the tungsten with. And because I'm still rushing to try and get home. Alright, how's that going to last you? That's going to last you for a little while. This design haunts me. I feel like there should be a way to make it inline, so that we're not wasting this space. I may try and fiddle around with that later when we take that blueprint back to Navis. I feel like that could be a much tidier design than it currently is. But it's fairly low on the priority list right now. Alright, so you guys grab all of this tungsten ore. And carry all the rest of this off. I just need one more foundry for plates. And I'm too lazy to do anything else about it. I have a logistics bot network. I don't have to do things by hand anymore. That is my driving principle. You're at 49. Here comes 50. Okay. And it's going to give you 2. Life is good. Come up here. You're going to cast iron plate. You are going to insert into a storage chest. The storage chest is going to be filtered for iron plate. You will have no restrictions on your production. Make as much as you want. Then with this second foundry, I think it's too early to do that. I was going to say with that second foundry, let's have you start making low-density structures. But before then, we gotta fix this coal situation. You're not producing yet because you need electric mining drills. You have an incorrect filter set. You're supposed to be electric mining drills only. But you're running. which means that the drills will start producing. We have an okay-ish amount of blue belt coming through, considering that we weren't making plates until very recently. And then where am I going to put this oil refinery? This is all going to be circuits down here, so we're just going to leave this. We're not going to touch it. Circuit, circuit, circuit. That's all it's going to be. Which means the refinery is probably going to end up going like here-ish. So let's just earmark that for the time being. Because I kind of want to know how far over this coal deposit goes. So if I could get just a couple drills. 3, that's a lovely number. How far over does this run? Quite a ways, it's looking like. But it stops about there. And then how many belts are going to be coming out of this thing at max production? You're going to have 1, 2, 'There's a much faster way to do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to have 6 belts coming out of this thing. So you're going to want a... I immediately thought 6 to 4, but I actually think it's going to be a 6 to... Well, how much coal do you consume? 2. Give me 45 divided by 2, that would be 22 and some change. And that would look something like... You have fluid input? You do, you take sulfuric acid in. So I think it would have to be that. You would have pipe here. Well, no, I guess it doesn't need to be. You could have it just be 3 wide. 1, 2, 3. It's just going to be really wasteful in terms of underground, but you'd run it like this. And then you'd power it like this. That doesn't tile. You'd run it like this. But then those are kind of redundant. So you just do that. And you could fit how many of these? 22. So this is 8. It's actually this section that tiles. Yeah. And then put the belt in as well, because you want to know where that goes. And then the inserters. I mean, everything fits in basically perfectly. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And then you'll have 2 more tacked on to the end. Or you could go 24. And that would consume 48, and it's just like 2 at the end wouldn't run as often. So it would look something like that. This consumes 1 belt of coal. For now, we probably only need 1. The bottom of the belt is going to be here. So you can run it about there. Take this apart, please. You don't need to make it that cramped. Think about your mine. Your coal mine. Just back it up to here for now. And let me think about it while it's there. And then I'll come back to it. Let's do a 6 to 6. So a 6 to 6 would sit about here. Which would mean that this refinery, I want to leave a 3-tile gap to run pipe in a way that's not claustrophobic, would sit here. And we also need to save space for cracking, too. I think that'll be okay. We're also going to have to tear this whole thing down when we unlock advanced coal liquefaction. Because this is actually a horrendously inefficient build, but it's the only thing we have access to right now. How many miners you got for me? 1? Short on red chips? Yeah, we gotta fix our plastic throughput. Plastic is holding us back. So you'll go here. Give me all of the holes that you've managed to build so far. Give me all of the blue that you've managed to build so far. Oh, thank God. We're going to be using all of that. Get rid of this. I'm going to assume that I've done this right. Have I? Who actually knows? And then as that coal belt gets consumed, we will be relocating it. I spy an incorrect filter. No, that's a correct filter. Yeah, that's correct. But why are you not making? Because you're short on red chips. Yeah, we're using up all of our red chips. So we gotta work on that. But we are working. He also wanted to grab more blues. $37, I think that's gonna be like just enough to get us started. Yep, and then like this. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, you need to run calcite through this thing too. Ugh. Where's that gonna fit? It actually needs to come through the back. Oh, thank God I realized that. So if you move this back one, I think it still works. If you move it back one, I think it still works. Probably could have, like, put some of your pipe work in before you just decided to slam it down, but whatever. Oh, something's gone horribly wrong here in its placement. I thought I was holding down shift. I may not have been holding down shift. We'll see what the drones make of this situation. It's up to them to figure out what happened here. But you're gonna come out like this. Let me out. And we're gonna hope that that's good enough. Everything looks okay down the middle of this thing. Yeah, I think it's actually not that bad. You're gonna run through here. I am just going to copy and paste you. And move you over. Oh, that was cut and paste. But that's fine. I can just put it back like that. So that's you. There's no way that it's going to use more calcite than coal, but it is probably still going to consume most of a blue belt of calcite. So we're going to need to buff up the calcite mine as well. Because I think that's currently like 3 miners running off of a yellow. That's going to be insufficient. And then pull power across. Grab more refineries. Another 18 should do it. I'm coming, Novice. Just hold on. Hold on, and I'll be there soon. These, I think, are going to need to go up to the calcite patch. Or not. Yeah, you can just put them there. It's fine. I wasn't really attached to it anyway, or whatever. If I'm still at 40. 80? Okay, we're making some progress on it. I am also going to take this opportunity. Let me guess, you're out of tungsten carbide? Yeah. I'm also going to take this opportunity to start stockpiling low-density structures. So that I can snap build 1 rocket. What if drones get destroyed if they walk in front of a demolisher? I guess we're about to find out. If they do, it's not the end of the world. I can just build more. Looks like they're fine. Which is good. Because I wouldn't want to lose my friends. They're very important to me. Right, we're leaving. We can start cleaning this belt. Oh, you guys didn't want to carry it away? Here. There you go. So what are we going to do with the oil after we make it? We're going to need to crack it. And how exactly do you want to crack it all down? I mean, it's just like with a normal cracker is the easiest answer, I guess. But we're probably going to need a ton of it. So give me a bunch of pipes. This next step is going to be fairly involved. Do you have any drills? None drills. Is that because you're out of red chip still? Yes. Then let's fix this now. One rack of this is going to produce 10 times... Like, it's going to produce like 230 heavy oil. So let's plan on being able to crack 300. Just in case I counted wrong. If we need to crack 300 oil, heavy oil per second, we are going to need 15 of these. That's not as many as I thought. A surprising bit of good news. I would like you to flow into tanks, I think. Which means slightly repositioning this electrical grid. It's neat. I don't mind it. Yeah, like just in case we need heavy oil for anything. It exists. Then we're going to need a single pump. Also, you can go. You're no longer necessary. We've automated you. Where do I make engines? Here's where I make engines. Let's take all of them. They'll figure it out later. You're going to go here. Enable when heavy oil is greater than 75,000. Need more steel for those. Wow, we are burning through steel. Can I pilfer any from a requester chest? I can. So you're going to go here, 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 and here. But that's going to be light oil. And then you're going to run up like this. This whole power line actually just needs to be. Like, can you come around to this side and then go up? You're just like, the vibe isn't right. Whatever. Who cares? Give me these back. You don't deserve them. Alright, so I need 15 of these things. 2, 4, 5. And you know, just for a little art... You're already overbuilding, right? Do the exact math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You have 24. So you can produce 240 heavy oil per second. You want to be able to crack all of that if necessary. That means you actually only need 12. So do 6 and 6. 6. Oh, they don't... No, they will fit. You just turn them like this. It's like this, right? I'm confusing myself. Copy and paste it. No, don't copy and paste it. Don't be a coward. No, you should definitely copy and paste this, because you're going to get confused. No. Plug the recipe. No matter what, these need to get flipped vertically, I'm pretty sure. So those definitely go like that. But then what do these things do? Do they go like this? Because that doesn't seem right. And also it looks hideous. Well, hold on. Before you're so quick to judge, put the whole thing in. Actually, maybe I don't hate how that looks. Maybe that's fine. Water's going to come out this way. Where's the nearest water hookup I have? It's right over here. Have some of this. I have no idea if this is actually enough water or not. We'll worry about that later. Also, how are you going to power all these things? Well, do your piping first. Your piping is going to go a little something like this. It's going to loop around the top. And come back down like this. And plug into that. Yeah? Yeah. So far, so good. Then for power, I guess the most obvious spots would be like here, 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 and here. Sure. Seems fine. Light oil flows into here. Then, how many of you do I need to crack light into petroleum? Well, how much are you going to produce? 15 times 12. You're going to make 180. And then you consume 15, so I need 12 of you. Yeah. I think I can actually just mirror this. That's not how it mirrors. Why not? No, it is. What did I lose? Was it important? No. We're still surviving up there. So this power line needs to go again. Very bad day for the power line. Put all these in. Literally just copy and paste this. Like that. No. You need to flip this horizontally. Like that. Make a second pump. Pump is going to go here. You actually need to back this up by 1. Which means you also probably want to back the other cracker up by 1. Especially because you want to maybe leave like some tanks for liquid petroleum to sit in. Yeah, pull it all the way up to, like, here. And then that also makes your water pipe input a little easier to work with. Because you can go like that, and then you can pull this one back by one. Okay. That still feeds into there. And then you need to make... you can actually just borrow these two storage tanks. You don't even need these anymore. And then you go here, 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 and here. And that's going to be your petroleum gas. Wow, I actually think this is going to work super well, and it's going to look awesome when it's done. The rare build that is both functional and neat to look at. Very exciting. Copy you along here. Copy you along here. They even power themselves. What more could you want? And then you need to get wired. You are going to be enable, disable if light oil is greater than 75,000. And then you just need to plug in there. Oh, and you need to bring water over to this thing as well. Which you can do like this. And you need to flip all these around. I think that works. Hook up the water and find out. Yep. Okay. I think this is ready to turn on. And all we need to do to turn it on is we need to plug in calcite. And we know that eventually we're going to want to run more than one of these things. So let's leave space for additional calcite to be plugged in. Hi, Quaggan. How are you? You go like this. You're going to come straight down here. We're going to need to send power to this side of the refinery as well. It's going to get very mad about cabling. Got bullied into fractals. I mean, it is rush week. Presumably you get stuff from it, right? World versus world man who never does fractals. You get things from fractals, surely. It's not just like having fun with other people. Okay. I can't wait to turn this thing on and watch it consume like 3 times as much calcite as we produce. It's just a monstrous amount of demand for calcite coming out of this thing because it's ridiculously overbuilt. Don't mind. Oh yeah, it doesn't change that you were bullied. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. Bullying's wrong. That wasn't a very supportive thing that I did. I apologize. And sulfuric acid I still need to hook up. Which, where's that gonna come in? I guess here? It'll fit? Dude, I'm kinda loving this build right now. I think I've produced something that is really neat. Maybe like one of my favorite oil refineries I've ever made. I just need to figure out how to plug sulfuric acid into it, and then we're kind of off to the races. I think it's going to go a bit like this. Oh, yeah. What's your problem? You don't have coal. Why? Oh, because you need inserters way up here at the top. And you're not running because you don't have calcite, but that's expected. I need to plug the calcite into the other side first. You are storing heavy oil. I think I'm content to let that thing run for a little bit. And make sure it works. We have built up one extra drill. This calcite is actually going to be a major issue. I think I'm going to... Because I forgot to save space for additional coal belts to come into this thing. I guess I could run them in from the bottom. Yeah, I'll just run them in from the bottom if it becomes a problem. I forgot to leave myself space to future-proof this. And now I can't because these tanks are going to fill up. Oh, right, my drone stole it. Well, it's fine. It actually stopped consuming calcite. So the next thing that we need to work on, let's check and see blue chip status, 93. Yeah, we gotta turn plastic up. How much petroleum gas am I producing? It's complicated because you're also going to be consuming a lot of this light oil to make rocket fuel. So let's say we're going to consume like half and half. We are making 15 times 12. We're making 180 light oil. Let's say we're going to crack 90 of that, which would give us 60 liquid petroleum per second. We can really only support 3 plastic manufacturers off that? That's it? Let's reevaluate our math, because I find that unacceptable. Let's say that 2 of these are going to be used to make rocket fuel. Actually, let's just do it now. Also, if you left a way to get light oil out of here... Sort of. It's gonna have to be a power pole like that. I hate that. That's ugly. It's gonna have to be a power pole like this. Fucking 20 liquid petroleum per second. This is a joke. Some sort of cruel prank. So this is light oil. I think you make all of it in an assembler. And I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Nope, you make it in a chemical plant. Because I can't find it. Solid fuel? There you are. You consume 10 light oil to make 1 per second. And then rocket fuel. You consume, it's 1 to 2. So it actually needs to be this. That is the rocket fuel manufacturing. Put a pipe here. Bring it through here. You make rocket fuel. I'm sure I could do something clever here. I guess I run it out the front. Like this. Would probably work. And then 1 power pole here will touch everything. And then 1 belt output here will give us rocket fuel. We will be immediately taking it off the belt. And we will be putting it in a box. Because this is what lets us launch. That's too far away. This is what's going to let us launch our rocket. And we just need to wait for the heavy oil to fill up. Ooh, disconnect the refinery. That's not going to help. There you go. Let's run the calcite belt on the other side as well. Just because that's going to double our heavy oil production. Take all this. Flip it horizontally. Plug it in there. Run your calcite down here again. Run an underground. So coal makes it all the way to the bottom. Oh god, you screwed up my wiring again. Coal makes it all the way to the bottom. Mostly. This isn't exactly ratio perfect, but it is really close. So I can live with it. Rocket fuel is going to live here. And then I'm going to need plastic as well. And I think plastic is probably going to come straight up through here. Get a bit of design flair in there. Because there's an existing coal belt here. Well, we can also just do this. If we're feeling lazy. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We can do this. Temporary measure, but it'll turn plastic back on. And why aren't you running? You're out of coal. We aren't making enough coal. Alright, time to get more drills. You're not going to have more drills, though, because you're still... Well, you can just do that. That'll get you more drills. You're also going to want to power these things. Which I guess you're just going to do with this line here. Maybe? I don't know. We can rework it as it becomes important. Right now, I just need drills on. There. That ups our coal production. We still need way more than we're mining. And that's with big drills, too. How many you got for me? Another 3 until you ran out of tungsten carbide. Beef that up a bit. We gotta go find some rocks. This looks like a pretty good patch. Why don't you give me all of these? Drones, get to work. And then hopefully, by the time we come back, we'll be producing light oil. We can start to stockpile rocket fuel. We're going to grab 1 foundry. And we're going to bring some of the plastic over to start making low-density structures. And then we're going to build a rocket platform as soon as we hit 200 blue chips. And then we're going to go back to Navis, and then we're going to be done with Stream. And we will probably be done with that by 2 a.m. So we'll be going for another half an hour or so. You guys good? You getting lots of stuff? Giving me the goods? They needed a minute to charge. Should be pretty good. It's like 7 or 8 stacks of tungsten carbide. You guys are almost all running. You're out of calcite. Calcite is the problem now. I thought it might be. Alright, you guys can pull all this stuff out of my inventory. I'll come stand closer to the boxes that you need to pull. Cut down on your travel time a little bit for you. I'm not a heartless engineer. I'm willing to help you out. What are you guys all charging now? Did you get tired? Just a little bit more, please. This isn't right. That's not right. That's supposed to be roboports. Trying to hide anything else in boxes that they don't belong in? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it was just that one. Alright, let's let you work on tungsten carbide for a little bit. I gotta go buff up the amount of calcite that we're producing. That's an empty drill. That's great news. We finally exhausted one. But calcite is not keeping up. I only ever had 1 drill in here. That would be why. That would be why calcite is having problems. Also, that does not look like a correct 3-to-1 balancer. It is a correct 3-to-1 balancer. You really just have a splitter that goes nowhere. Okay. Well, how much calcite is this supposed to be using? Past me hasn't failed current me. I think past me knew eventually I would be using this much calcite and figured I would upgrade it at some point. We're on like a normal upgrade schedule. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 24 of these. 24 times 0.4. 9.6. It needs to consume most of a yellow. I think it can do that at this point. I think we're not mining most of it yet. We're mining like half a yellow. But heavy oil is almost at critical mass for when it is going to start generating light oil. Light oil is going to start generating rocket fuel. The fact that you're not making carbon is going to be a problem soon. You probably need to think about that. You can tear this down, but you're going to need to come over here and rebuild it relatively soon. Like, you have a good buffer, and the only thing carbon gets used in is tungsten carbide. But all the same, that's not technically producing forever right now. Let's go keep calcite going. Calcite is definitely our biggest bottleneck right now. That should help pretty significantly. Yeah, in fact, it's too much. You need to go... Yeah, you need to just go mine another belt. And you can sit like there for when we get another one. Take some of these rocks with you on the way back. Can never have too much tungsten carbide, apparently. How's power looking? Power is approaching critical mass again. So, time to go plug another couple steam turbines in. Actually, 30 should be all of the steam turbines that you need. So go forth and build. Our max power production is now 192 megawatts. Our... How much steam? Yeah, it's going to have one of these plants running full time. How's our water holding up? It's holding up well. I do think this is the time to turn the second acid neutralization plant on, though, because we do need to use extra steam in the steam condensation factory in order to keep some other things around the base running. So you're going to be that. Are we at 200 blue chips? I'm going to say no, because plastic production was off for a long time. Yeah. But I guess we could be. If we did something like that, that would help turn it back on. You're going to need some productivity modules at some point for when you build the rocket launcher. What do you need to mine? Coal is holding in there. I think... No, calcite's holding in there too. You have a full belt of calcite. Your biggest throughput issue right now is how much... Why is it not making it all the way down? Oh, because you're splitting it. Each side of that needs to consume a full belt. You need to upgrade that whole thing to blue. You're trying to consume like 20 calcite right now. You can only fit 15 onto the belt. And why are you so slow? You're short on gears. Is there a problem up here? No, you just... Well, no, there is. You don't have calcite going into this second foundry. So you're trying to run everything off of this single plant, and it's using all of your molten iron way too quickly. It's still using all of your molten iron way too quickly, but that should help a little bit. And then do you need a... No, you're making molten copper. You're fine. This pipe can get backed up. It's not necessary anymore. do a little bit of base tidying here while we wait for production lines to spool up. Good enough. Calcite, good enough. Is that going to help you out a bit? Not really. Oh, that's a problem. How many reds do I have? Not much more. That's a big problem. Well, not a big problem, but it's like, I'd prefer it be better. Because we're just not... Well, what if we did this? I still don't think this is exactly going to help. But it may get us a little bit more. I don't know, we'll see. Light oil is now also starting to build up. We aren't going to need that much rocket fuel, so cap it like there. And then how are your blue chips looking? Improved. Much improved. So I just need plastic to turn. And plastic technically isn't getting any coal right now. But I want to let the belt expire first. Also, you're not making lubricant right now. Because you would need coal. That's fine. Because I think all of this can just go. What's the worst thing that happens if lubricant turns off? You lose electric engines. I think that's okay. It's not great long term, but I don't think it's urgent right now. I should have enough electric engines built up. I think that water pipe may have been important. It was. You need to go connect it up here. Now you'll be fine. Anyway, the rest of this can go. That can go. It'll extend power to you, sloppy as it is. This doesn't need to be an underground anymore. This doesn't need to be an underground anymore. And I'll just let the rest of the lubricant kind of drain out of this system. You actually do only have 50. Well, no, how many do you have in the requester? 1. Yeah, you need to turn the lubricant back on. That's unacceptable. But you don't need a lot of it. And honestly, you could probably just hook it up here. I think that's all the lubricant that you're really going to need. You might not even need 2 factories, if we're being completely honest. And it is heavily encroaching on your coal output, but we're going to have to rework this section of base. I really love the design of the refinery modules right now. But they need to be moved to a place that is more convenient. Okay. That is lubricant back on, which means electric engine units can continue to produce. I'm also just going to take some out now, because I want to start hoarding them to make the rockets oil. Oil is approaching critical mass. Critical mass on oil is going to be 20k. And when the rocket fuel shuts off, it'll be doing a much better job. That machine should be running pretty much non-stop, and it looks like it is. Oh, you know what? You may have stolen a bunch of electric engines down here. Yeah, there's another 41. Anything else use electric engine units? Foundry does not. I think that's it. I mean, I could also just do this. Rocket silo. I'd like 200 of these eventually. So anytime my logistics drones can find some, they'll just come and dump them into my inventory. We're also going to need 200 processing unit, which we're almost at. We just need more red chips, which again involves the plastic plant turning back on. I'm tempted to turn this thing down. No, we're building it fast enough. It's actually kind of a frightening amount of production that we're getting out of just this rack of oil refineries when you think about it. Coal is struggling to keep up. So I will give you more drills. You need to get moved. You're in the wrong spot. And all I have for you right now is reds. You're going to have to make them. Need to send you some power. Did you have logistics drones in you? No, doesn't look like it. And then I need one more of you. Just barely enough. And that is to extend logistics network coverage back onto the red circuit. Okay. We're making petroleum gas. We're making quite a bit of petroleum gas. Plastic is turned back on. This is going to eat up the end of this coal belt, and then we can take it apart and we can plug one of these in. Which is probably going to be this one. And just split you off like that. 8 entities are missing construction bites. Oh yeah, I guess so. Fair enough. 37 is going to be enough to get us there. We'll just wait for you to eat up this coal belt, and then we'll plug the new coal belt in. And I wonder if this is enough to turn all of our red chips back on. I don't actually know how much plastic we're producing right now and how much we consume. But I guess we can hope that it is. These drills are also doing great work on clearing these patches out. Oh, you kind of needed some of those belts, didn't you? Oh, you kind of needed to power this robot up, didn't you? There you go. No, 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 no. No. Good try, but no. Trying to sneak coal onto my plastic belt. How dare you? Here, I'll come and give you some of this. Let's see how many machines this turns on. It is actually almost a half a yellow of plastic, which means it should run this entire rack. I'm pretty sure. They're making it further and further down that belt. Yeah, I think we're in business on that. I think we're looking real good. Logistics drones are fine. This is not fine, though. What's going on here? Why did you turn off? Output full. It's not a U problem. It's an iron plate problem. But you're not short on molten iron. Huh. I don't know why the green circuit build turned off there momentarily, but it looks like it's back on now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to hook plastic back up into my... or coal back up into my plastic factory. Here you go. Knock yourself out. We're very close to our 200 blue chips needed, but we actually need slightly more, because I got to make 4 of these. Which means we're also going to need a pretty significant chunk of yellow chips as well. You turned off again. What is going on? I'm watching you until I figure out why you're turning off. Oh! Because we're consuming the green chips off the belt. This gap is what we're actually eating off the belt in order to run the bot. So, to improve on that, I need to make way more iron. I need to go like this. And also maybe give you guys inserters. I didn't notice you got built. I'm just gonna own that one. That's on me. Alright. That should fix things. We're now sending way more iron down here, which is going to result in way more green chips. You actually need to be a blue belt. And I think I ratioed you out to be a blue belt. So let's start working on upgrading that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, green chips are flowing again. Everything else downstream is going to be shut off for a little bit, though. Stronger explosives done. Sure, work on atomic bomb. Put 5,000 science into that thing and then forget about it. We're at 118 electric engines. I don't think there's any others that I can steal. You're not running because you have no lubricant. Why? You should. Did I disconnect a pipe somewhere? Yep, that one's too far. There you go. That's got you back on. Alright, let's go find a place that we can steal some advanced circuits from. What would be grabbing advanced circuits, but advanced circuits wouldn't be a bottleneck? Big drills. So I need 20 of these. I could plug them into the mall, but because I only need 20, I would rather just make them by hand. Also, we still have so many throughput issues on things that are limited by blue belts. And blue belts are limited by gears. And I want to make more foundries for it, but I can't. We got to get more tungsten carbide. We're going to build another foundry. I'm going to have a second gears foundry. And that is going to fix the throughput issues that I am having with gears right now. I haven't even left Vulcanus, and I'm excited to come back to Vulcanus and fix all this throughput nonsense that we're having to deal with. But we gotta get back to Novi's first and fix this base up. Grab all this. Hello, Demolisher. Lovely to see you. Clean all this. Okay. That should be enough to continue to run the base for a while. Why are you... oh, you're off because you can't fit anything else on the belt. Makes sense. I'm gonna come stand over here, next to the stone bins. Let these logistics bots evacuate my inventory. Slower than I would like, but I guess they're busy. Or they did all... they haven't even done all the stone already. There we go. Yeah, get all this out of here. Okay. It's... Novi's is actually kind of holding up. I haven't gotten any more emergency pings in a while. So maybe I don't need to rush this silo. Because it seems like they may be holding their own up there. I don't know. Either way, I think that building a silo and a rocket is a good natural stopping point for stream. So it's what we're going to do. And if I get another building destroyed notification before then we'll commit to going back to Novi's. And if we don't, we'll automate science before we leave. And then we'll only need to come back to Vulcanus to refactor things and improve throughput. Which, man, I love seeing this entire coal belt just flow. Although, why are you stopped? You should never be stopped. You're not running. Oh, because we're full on heavy oil. Are you not cracking it fast enough? Because we're short on water. A bottleneck has been identified. Fortunately, that's a pretty easy bottleneck to fix. We're just going to come up here. We're going to build another 2 of you. This is also exactly why we set up that second steam condensation plant. Let's see if this fixes it. It's currently not looking like it. It looks like we still drink just as much water as we consume. I'm building another 2. All this costs us to make is calcite. And we're still not really consuming that much calcite. Alright, now we are building up a surplus of water. Good. 1 bottleneck repaired. That will allow us to crack more often. Why aren't you running? You don't have heavy oil. Now you do. That means that's going to be a problem as well, so you should be cracking light oil now. We are building up a stockpile of petroleum gas. Does that mean that I could fit 1 more of you in here? I think it does. No, wait. Wrong. You go here. You go here. You also need to do a little bit of, like... Yeah. A little bit of this to get it to all fit on the belt. How are you looking? Priority. Left side. Output priority left side, not input priority. There we go. You're also slow. Do I need to do another one here? Output priority left side. That's not going to matter because you can only use half a belt of plastic in the first place. Because when you get down to the bottom, that's all you're actually consuming. So that's another belt that I need to upgrade to blue. The biggest thing keeping me from increasing throughput right now is actually blue belts. So you becoming a second gears manufacturer is kind of important. Let's see if that helps anything. Also, you're not keeping up anymore. We're consuming more metal than we're making in foundries. And I did not scale these at all because I was not thinking ahead. I guess we could just shift all of these down. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I want to get out of this place. This place is all wrong. Nothing is scaled. Nothing's working. Yeah, you can't put back down to the belt. That's fine. That's okay. You tried your best. I need to set up a foundry. Here. That makes low density structures. So give me you. This is in the wrong place. So you come down like this, and then like this, and you're going to cut across here. You're going to come up like this. And then where's the water going to go? The water can go here. And then it can go there. And then you need a way to get plastic. It's going to be a very hacky way to get plastic, but I see a way. Do I have any power I can siphon off of? I do. Plastic only. Then you're going to come down here, and I need a little extra steel. For a requester chest. And I need a little extra steel. For a storage chest. And I need inserters. And a power line. Are you not? No, you are controlled. Never mind. I need to enable you when low density structure, which has to be an intermediate. Yeah, it is. 50 times 40. And then you request plastic. We are at 140 of the 200 engines we need for the rocket silo. Our coal drills are consuming. The only reason these are draining so fast is because we're putting them at the fringes of the patch. So there isn't that much ore for them to use up in the first place. Otherwise, they will sit there and run for a very, very long time. But, like, this one can only mine 1600 in the first place. So it really doesn't matter how fast it drains the patch, there's just not that much coal under it. Feels like maybe blues are coming in a little faster now. But I'm not sure if I'm just hallucinating it. These are definitely coming in faster. These are definitely coming in faster. I can make 3 of the 4 productivity modules that I need. And if I just steal 50 plastic, I can make the 4th one. So that's all the modules that we'll need for the rocket pad. I need more places to steal electric engines from. You know you're getting desperate when you're looking inside of machines, but I still need 50 of these things. And then you're also going to need 1,000 steel, which is probably going to take you a pretty long time to acquire since your steel foundry is not keeping up right now. You should be pretty close to turning off. 2,800 to 4,000. You're getting there. Any other steel that I can poach? I just saw you consume some. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah, fix your throughput issues. You can always move those over later if you need to. But for right now, it doesn't need to be producing molten iron. You just don't have enough of it. And then you'll go here, and you'll go here. You're gonna have to do something clever for this stone. That should be pretty clever. And then you have to do something clever for this calcite. It's probably gonna be that. And then this. Hey, this is cursed belt technology back here, but it works. And that's what matters. How are you getting stone onto that? What were you thinking over here? Not really sure what I was thinking. It's way further away than you thought it was. So just do this tried and true classic. And then do this. It's ugly back here. It's really ugly. You actually need that spot. For this. And then I'm pretty sure that this belt is going to need to go to blue. What's your problem? You're not hooked up to lava? What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, you're not. Run this out one? This is bad. But it works. It works. It makes the product. So, from about here probably needs to get upgraded to blue. And then you're gonna need more. You're short on gear? Here, have these gear. I just need a little more. Just a little more gear, man. That's all I need. Is that going to keep up? It looks like it is. It looks like it's clearing the belt. I think it's clearing the belt. And then why aren't you running? Because you need to unload stone faster? No. No, I simply tell you that you do not need to unload stone faster. You will make do with your throughput, and you will like it. Any electric engine units for sale? 4 more. Any concrete for sale? We are going to need 1,000 of that. Steel. How's steel doing? You keeping up? Sort of. They're starting to build up a surplus. Can go get extra processing units. You guys are completely done. Green circuits are getting eaten by reds. Plastic is getting eaten by the logistics network, so that I'm not too worried about. That is your blues done. That's your pipe done. You need steel and concrete. And you're limited on nothing. You're just going. You're producing as much steel as you can manage. So I don't have any complaints about you. It's so sad, man. Concrete, at least, there's like a lot of that comes into the machine. We're doing pretty well on it there. Where do I make concrete? Oh, down here. Holy cow. Never mind, we're fine on concrete. Put it all away. Alright. That is all the concrete I need. Concrete's done. Steel, you still need an embarrassing amount of steel. But you are keeping up on molten iron now. So maybe it's worth it to go and find a foundry that's not really doing anything. And just have it make steel for a minute. Like, what if I come over here to you? And I say, get rid of your inserter. Change your recipe. You make steel now. And we just have that be my personal steel manufacturer. And then I only need 20 more electric engine units. Hold on, problem. What are you supposed to be? Electric engines. That's not supposed to be in there. This isn't supposed to be in there. You're supposed to be LDS. I don't even know where you're finding this ore. That's the thing. Who gave you that? Okay. So steel's in the works. Electric engine units in the works. After the launch pad is built, I'm pretty sure we have everything else to just make a rocket. Because it's blue chips, LDS, and rocket fuel, and we've been stockpiling all of it. So if we wanted to, we could leave. Copper isn't keeping up. There's just so many throughput issues on this planet right now. But I also haven't heard a peep out of Nauvis. Like, what is going on down here? Is just nobody attacking anymore? Pollution cloud is bad. Like, this should be triggering attacks constantly. Let's see if I can see one happen. Like, this one looks like it's about to fire. I just want to see how the wall is holding up. It's possible that with all the laser damage we've researched, that the walls just don't get damaged anymore. It's unlikely, but it's possible. Come on, just attack. Well, maybe wait until you're a little bigger. It might not be representative if you go now. Our evolution factor is 0.89. I'm surprised we're not spawning greens yet. I'll just wait until I see the warning pop up. Doesn't look like they're ready to go yet. But I feel like Nauvis has not been attacked in a very long time. And I don't know what that means. You guys have any engines for me, by chance? I need 9 more. Could I just get 9 more? 8 more? Oh. 7 more? And then like 500 more steel. This looks like it'd be a fun spot to actually just set up the main melting furnaces, but quite a bit of destroyer territory in the way. This is just, it's too cliffy. I need to move out of here. It's so confined. That's not going to do me at all. Okay, please just engines. 4 more. Now V's attack? Oh, they left. They left and I didn't get a single notification. I would have seen a red exclamation mark pop up here. Alright. I honestly think Nauvis is fine. And we can stay here longer than I thought. I truly believe this. 49. 50. Done. Get rid of this logistics request. All I need now is steel. How much more? About 250. Do I have any that I can poach? Not really. I need to poach from something that eats a lot of steel. Like you. Yeah. 850. Do we have foundries running? No, you need more tungsten carbide for that. Let's go get a little bit. I think I saw a giant stone field down here. I did. Look at all these stones. Yoink. Oh, there's so many. Okay. That'll give us a little bit more tungsten carbide. But really, the next time we sit down and play Factorio, we gotta set up a tungsten carbide line. This is getting crazy. 953. Yeah. They're not going to have anywhere to put the copper and iron yet, because I tore those two foundries apart. But we'll rebuild them next time as well. You're taking too long. I think we may need to build a few more logistics drones too. We need to set up more copper melting. There's so much that we still have to do here. But for the time being, it feels like proactively researching regular laser damage has done the trick on Navis. Now, I think it's going to stop working when green biters show up. When the behemoth biters show up. Also, where did we get this radar coverage from? We didn't used to be able to see this far out. There's some really interesting natural chokes out here. Like, this wall kind of sucks. It should just be this wall. Gets us an extra oil field and a coal mine. This is also very curious. There's so many mines down here that we could get. Also, world's tiniest uranium patch. Just want to see one of you attack. It feels so much better if I saw one of you attack. Disgusting. Alright, let's put down a little bit of rocket silo. We are going to almost certainly move this thing. So I'm not gonna get too worried about where it winds up going. Take some of those. Take some of these. Take some of these. And work on that for a bit. That should be more than enough. Probably. Yeah, it'll be more than enough. Our foundries have also turned back on, so while we wait, give me concrete. Let's mark out where this demolisher doesn't want us to bother him. Copy this. It looks like it's here. And then here. That's his bounding box. And then a little further up It's to here and here. Just so we know where his danger zone is. Because up here... Oh, did you really place those foundries? I needed those. That's not very nice. Please stop doing that. I don't even care that it's probably wasting a bunch of molten metal. It's fine. It's infinite. We're going to have one go here. 2, 3, 4. One go here. It's going to be a little something like this. We'll go molten iron from lava. Lava's going to come in this way. Let's set up the tileable version. Just so you have it. It's going to be like that. I think. And then these would go underground as well. So that would tile. But you already know that one red inserter isn't going to be enough to output the amount of stone that you need to output. So that means that these can actually be one closer. And you can get rid of that pipe and just have that run across. Okay, fine. You can turn on. Show me. Okay, you would run across like this. You would remove stone like this. And like this. Oh, an attack! Okay, so they still do touch the walls. We should probably go back. But this is going to be stone out. Just tile it so you don't forget for later. You can power there. And then calcite in is going to have to go along the back. It's the only place we're going to be able to put the calcite. You produce 3.75 stone. If we go 45 divided by 3.75, that means we can put 12 of these in a row, and that'll fill a blue belt. So 4, 4, 8, 12. We're going to have one of those for iron. We're going to have one of those for copper. And that is going to be... I really wish I could put it here, but this stupid cliff is in the way. So I might move it over a little bit. You might go like here. And then we would have molten iron out. Calcite belt. Molten copper out. You would all be copper. That's what we build for next time. But that's where I'm going to be done. It's 20 minutes over schedule, but I think it was important to get this step done. We are probably going to try and stick it out on Vulcanus for as long as we can. I know the wall is still taking damage back home, but we have a rocket ready to go. I just really want to take some foundries with me. I want to take some miners with me, and I want to take some metallurgic science with me. So we're going to see how much we can scale on Vulcanus before we're forced to go back to Nauvis in order to reclaim the tank that I left outside of radar range because I didn't know how that worked. And I'll see you around when we do that. If you want to know when streams are going to be going live, there is a Discord. It is going to be the best place for you to get stream pings. There's a VODs channel if you want to catch up on stuff that we've done in Factorio in the past, and if you are a Guild Wars 2 main who is looking for guides about world versus world, builds, professions, etc., etc., I have a YouTube channel, and you can check those things out there. But until then, take care, and I will see you next stream. Have a good night.